guys, it's Reagan, and today I have a very exciting video for today, and that is my August book haul. And I have to say, this has to be my favorite book haul I've ever done because I just got some really freaking awesome books this month. Not gonna lie to you. And yes, I realize this is coming up a little bit earlier. Most end of the month book hauls go up, but I bought a lot of them so far. I think there's like 13 or 14 or 15 plus books here, and I'm done for the month. Dunzo! So let's get started. The first books I'm going to show you guys are the ones I got from Amazon, which is pretty much all of them besides like 3 or 4. And I'm going to start with this one, which is The Diviners by Libba Bray, and hands down the prettiest book I freaking own. And I know most of you guys have probably heard of this book, but ooh, and I'm going to show you what you've probably already seen like 50 times. But look how freaking beautiful this is. This is like, what? Like, what? Libba Bray is a fantastic writer, and if you're not aware, this book is historical fiction set in the 1920s, which isn't even really my favorite era. I know everyone loves the 1920s, but I like it, and it's kind of paranormal, kind of creepy. It's apparently amazing, and I'm really, really excited to read this. Yes, it's so pretty. The next book I have to show you guys is one I don't think many of you have heard of. I could be wrong. I'm sorry if I am wrong. But that is Scarlet by A.C. Gaughan. And this I just kind of stumbled upon on Amazon, and it's a retelling-ish of Robin Hood, but it's a chick. And it's not that Robin Hood's there. She's like in his band of merry men, but she's not a man, obviously. Oh, and the whole thing is it's like no one knows she's a girl, so like it's a big oh no kind of thing. Anyway, it just seems really good, and I love like folklore like being turned into like more fiction, so like I like stuff like Robin Hood and King Arthur, so this really is just right on my alley. The next book I have to show you guys is Ruby Red by Christian Gear, and this is something I'm very excited to read. This is one freaking beautiful. Let's just acknowledge the beauty. Acknowledge it. And this is historical fiction, time traveling book. Just sounds freaking awesome. Yeah. The next one, I have hype on BookTube. And I know Catty-tastic really liked it, so it's the main reason why I bought it. And that's Reboot by Amy Tintera? Yeah, Amy Tintera. And I really, really like the premise on this. This is a dystopian book, and basically, in a world, like, you die, and then they bring you back to life, and then they use you as, like, a super soldier, but the longer you've been dead, the less human you are. So it follows a female lead, and she has been long for 178 minutes, I believe. So she's, like, she's not really that human. And anyway, so it kind of follows her story, and then she has to train people, which just sounds really good. It's really good. It's really good. The next two are very exciting for me, and I've already mentioned this one in a couple videos, but that's Legend by Marie Lu. I've already read this. It's really good. It's dystopian. And then I also bought the sequel, Prodigy by Marie Lu. And heads up, sees what I didn't know. I noticed while I was reading it, like the 2 different colored fonts, but in Prodigy, it's so pretty. Look at the blue font. So pretty. So it's the little things, guys. It's the little things that make me really happy about life. The next book is another book I've already read, and I freaking loved it, and that is Throne of Glass by Sarah J. Maas. And this is high fantasy, follows a main character that's an assassin. She is freaking awesome. She's freaking awesome. And the next one of the series comes out at the end of this month, the month of August, and I do plan on picking that up like immediately, like boom, need it now, because this was really good. This was really, really good. The next book I have to show you guys, a lot of you I think will be very excited to see that I bought, and that is Siege and Storm by Leah Bardugo. I really don't know how to say that. But I'm currently reading Shadow and Bone and loving it, so I got the sequel. Oh, so good. The next book I bought was an impulse buy, and also I got it because it just came out in June, and I haven't really seen anyone say anything about it yet, so I thought I'd read it and see, maybe do a review on it if it's good, and that is In the After by Demetera Luneta. And this is the zombie apocalypse novel, and it just sounds really awesome. Basically, this follows the main character, Amy, and so the zombie apocalypse happens, and she and this little girl that she finds and protects or whatever is living, I guess, in like silence because you can't make any sort of noise or they'll find you for like years. So she's in this compound, but then one day, I guess, these people find her and they're like, oh, we have a safe place, but she's not so sure. So that's kind of the premise of the novel. It looks very, very good. That's why I bought it. So yes, In the After. The next one I got because there's the booktube channel, there's two sisters on Maji Bookshelf. Yes. And they really like The Raven Boys by Maggie Stiefvater. And I hadn't really had any interest in this book, but really they kind of got me, they mentioned it and then I kind of looked into it and I was like, you know what? I think I would really like that. I'm still not entirely sure what it's about, but I think it's fantasy. And apparently it's like really interesting and kind of like a different kind of story, which, hey, I really like to try out. I will say I wish I got the hardcover because this is a 400-page book, but look how freaking thin. It's like so insignificant. It's so tiny. Oh well. Oh well. The next book I got, I'm really, really excited to read, and that is Star Cursed by Jessica Spotswood. And this is the sequel, or book 2, to the Cahill Witch Chronicles. So the first one's Born Wicked, and I have already read that this month and reviewed it, and I'll link that down below. And this is the sequel, and I'm really excited to read it. That's why I bought it. Books is getting precarious, I'm afraid. That might fall down. Let's adjust. Moving on to the last book I got from Amazon, and it was an impulse buy, and that is Jane by April Lindender. And this is a retelling of Jane Eyre. Only reason why I bought it, because honestly, like, I have a feeling, I don't know if I'm gonna like this book. I like the cover a lot, but like the tagline on the top, I was like, eye roll moment, so eye roll moment. It's, what if Jane Eyre fell in love with a rock star? Cue eye roll. But yeah, I love Jane Eyre, and I will read any retelling, and I'll tell you if it's any good, but I have a feeling this is gonna be disappointing to me, but I bought it anyway. Yeah. The next 2 books I have to show you guys, I bought at a local, real, like, discount bookstore. They're all new, but they're all under $5. The first one I have to show you was $2, and that's really the only reason why I bought it. And it's Amy and Rodgers' Epic Detour, and I only really bought this is because Bookables, or Heather from Bookables, really likes this book. It's not really my genre at all, being contemporary, but I was like $2 for a hardback, and I was like, maybe one day, maybe one summer day, which is coming to an end, so maybe one day next summer, I'll be like, I want to read this, and then I will. So now I have it. I think it's a cool cover. I bet I'll like it. Yeah. And the next book I got is It's Not Summer Without You by Jenny Han. And I bought The Summer I Turned Pretty at the beginning of summer. I haven't read it yet, but I saw this there for like $4, and it's the second one in the trilogy. So I was like, oh, well, I should probably pick it up now because it's a really good price, and I bet when I read that, I want to read this one. So it's my train of thought, and that's how you get a book buying problem, guys. And the last book I got from that location, this one I think I'll read much sooner than those 2, and it's Whitecapped by Holly Black. And I actually haven't read a novel by Holly Black other than, what is it called? The Spiderwick Chronicles, so I'm really excited to kind of delve into her other novels, and I hear this is really good. And I only got it for like $4. $4. Yeah. Very exciting. Very exciting. And the last book I have to show you guys is the book that I got or received from Jenny from my book swap, and I'll link that down below, and that is The Shadow of the Wind. Yes, by Carlos Ruiz Zafón. And I'm currently reading right now. I'm not super duper far, but I'm currently reading it. Really enjoying it. This is a beautiful book. This is a book for people who really love books, if that makes sense. Because, like, there's just such great lines. You're just like, ah, oh, yes. Yes, yes, yes. Yes. Alrighty, guys. There ends my book haul. Okay, bye. See you later with another video.